Hello viewers, this is Tony of the Xenodash YouTube gaming channel, and welcome back to Torchlight, the action RPG dungeon crawler from 2009. And we're back with the Destroyer and the Ferret.
My inventory is full.
I'm organizing my my inventory there. Pretty amazing that a little ferret guy can actually carry all that stuff. So this is still early in the game. We just recently defeated the first boss of the game. And I kind of forget how many dungeon levels there are in the game, but yeah, this is still pretty early. So here, this is the usual kind of chill moments of organizing inventory, trying to identify the loot items that drop around, trying to figure out what equipment is better than what. Now at this point, I kind of totally forgot that that you can actually set up in this game Torchlight. You can actually set up two what is it? I guess two presets, two custom presets for your equipment. Like if you wanted dual wielding sword, or if you wanted to go sword and shield in the other hand, you could set up one profile, one like what is it? One setup to have a sword and a shield, and one setup to be all attack damage. So that's the town portal, one of the first major town portals, and that also activates the main portal in the town of Torchlight.
Well, hello. Hello there.
Now, I've been trying to think of if I should try and edit out all of this equipment stuff and just leave in the hacking and slashing and dungeon exploration, or if I should leave in the inventory management stuff. Or maybe, yeah, I'm not really sure quite yet what to do.
Goodbye.
I mean, I guess I could try like doing my equipment stuff before I start the recording for the videos here on the playlist. So this is just me going around the different what do you call it, item chests and dropping stuff off. Stuff that I may use later, or I may sell off later, or the other chest is actually, you can share that between the all the locally created characters that you use in the game. So that's especially good for like if you're starting out a new game with a different character class and you won't be strapped for money to buy better equipment or potions or stuff, because you could just sell off the enchanted equipment for I guess reasonably good amount of gold. It's not all that much, but it's usually a good amount for a starting character anyway.
Good journey.
Now my usual playstyle with the gems and stuff, with the sockets and gems in this game is I don't usually attach the gems unless I'm pretty certain that I'm gonna be using that piece of equipment for a good while, for like 3 to 5 levels down in the dungeon.
I will come back and see.
So that's why you won't see me use the or keep the gems and the embers down in the chest instead of using them.
Hello.
But later on, I promise I will like combine them and transmute them and stuff, and then equip them into the armor and weapons and stuff.
Good day.
So here I'm just trying to walk around town, trying to figure out who has certain quests that I can do while I'm going down deeper into the mines of Torchlight.
You have gained a task there.
Now if there's one particular like merchant or person that I stay away from, it's that guy with the dice. It's like I don't remember exactly what he does, but it's something like take your chances on RNG, and your equipment may get worse or something like that. I don't exactly remember what he does, but I never liked him, and I never ever use his services. So here I'm trying to figure out if it's the spells. Spells are definitely pretty expensive, definitely in the beginning part of the game, and I'm trying to figure out if I want to give myself or my pet another spell. Yes, you can give your pet spells to cast, which is kind of amusing considering you end up having a magical pet. I usually give my pets the offensive spells, and they're usually pretty good at knowing when to cast the spell. So I kept my trusty summon skeletons. Whenever I find that as a loot drop in the dungeon, I always equip it or buy it off within the town. I definitely prefer it over buying the health, the healing spell. I may buy the healing spell later. I bought the ice spell. So, and that ice spell, of course it does ice damage, but it also has a good chance of inflicting slow upon enemies it hits. So obviously, if my parrot, if my ferret casts the ice spell.
I'm a bit overwhelmed, friend. Brink is dead, my master is lost, and I feel responsible for your corruption as well. Somehow the blighted ember is fusing with your flesh, changing it. But at least the progress is slow. I had some knowledge of the crypts below the mine. The Overseer experimented with methods of purifying ember. We may be able to use his knowledge to purge the corruption from you now. Find the Overseer's library. His notes should be there.
So yeah, I just activated the main quest, the next main quest right there by talking to her. And so yeah, I was saying that I usually give my pet, no matter what kind of pet it is, the ice spell.
The miners chip their way down through the rock, unaware of the tombs below. When they finally break through, I hope they are wise enough to flee, collapsing their tunnels behind them. This vault was rightly sealed. It was an experiment as ill-fated as my own. Their ancestors are animated not with life, but with the same dark energy that flows through the ember veins. Separating out the vileness is impossible. Immortality lies forever beyond our reach. I was a fool to think otherwise.
So yeah, the lore in this game is actually mostly those journals. Poison damage. As long as you're standing in the mist area, you continuously take damage. So as you can see, sometimes when I hit an enemy, I deal, I believe it's electrical damage. Room full of zombies and skeletons. Looks like there's a what's it called? I'm totally forgetting my Torchlight terms. It's basically one of the enemy hero enemies. Not exactly a boss, but it's harder. An enemy that's really stronger than the grunts that I'm taking out over there.
Level up gained in experience.
Now you kind of saw the ice spell do its thing. The enemies that were affected were covered in like a white coating, like a white outline. They acted a lot slower than their normal speed.
You have sprung a trap.
Now I'm intentionally gonna, call in this trap. For the experience, obviously. Because these skeleton guys can't really do all that much damage to me. And I am loaded to the brim with health potions. One of the big things I appreciate with this particular game is that as you can see on the left and right side is when you have upgrade points to spend, it's not like in your face like what's an example of like, hey look, you have upgrade points, you should spend them, I believe like the Batman Arkham games were like that. Every time you leveled up and you had like tech points to spend and stuff like that, it would always flash at the very like top center, I guess top center of the screen. It would be like level up, and it wouldn't go away. At least here it's relegated to like the cross plus signs on the sides of the screen, so it's not really in your way, but it's just a nice little reminder that you do have upgrade points to spend. And obviously being this being the destroyer class, I'm gonna usually spend all my attribute points on strength and defense, because I don't plan on using any ranged weaponry at all. Depending on the loot drops and enchanted weapons and stuff, I may or may not put in a lot more magic points than you would normally expect for a destroyer class. But yeah, that all depends on what we end up with in terms of weapons and armor. If they're enchanted and there's a reason to put bonuses in magic. You never know. You never know. So yeah, I think I may or may not have mentioned this before, but I definitely prefer the skill. I'm talking about the skill trees of this destroyer class. I definitely prefer the Berserker and Titan skill trees versus the Spectral. The Spectral just doesn't seem all that fun, save for like the armor bonus. So yeah, I got a new skill there, and testing it out. The Titan Stomp. Good AoE attack. And also got the added bonus of the knockback. So if I get surrounded by too many enemies and I need either like a strategic retreat. That skeleton warrior was doing a decent job of blocking some of my attacks. As you can see, the damage from the ice is damage over time from the ice. It's all about the slowdown effect, which allows you to just run in there and wail on them. It's a trap.
You have seen the trap.
It's time to use the stomp. Yep. Boom.
My pack is full. My pack is full.
I can see the stairs to the next the lower floor. Why do I- Just checking the area to see if
My pack is
there's
full.
stuff that's worth picking up before I head down. that the big swing attack is still very useful, even though I still have stomp. It's useful as long as enemies are all like in front of you. Not really. Good pet, casting the ice block. Sadly, it only slowed down one enemy. There you go. Xenodash. Put him down. Oh, it was one of those mimic chests, evil chests. But it does give you good loot.
My pack is
So,
full.
yeah, I think this might be a good place to end this particular part of Torchlight. Thank you for watching. This is Tony of the Xenodash YouTube channel. And until we go back into Torchlight. Till next time.
Thank you.